Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Old World Gamer, and well, welcome to what I'm hoping is going to be the very last big update that I'll ever have to do on this channel. And basically, it's, yes, another revamping of the channel, but I am pretty much stripping it down to some bare minimums and some basics, and I'm just going to work with that because I want to get back to doing what I actually enjoy and what I like and what I started doing and what I went away from. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before in other videos when I tried revamping the channel, but as always I tried going for a little too much that I can handle, and I mean, with my work schedule being the way that it is, I've got to make time for everything. So when I started doing this thing on YouTube, I wanted to do reviews, and that being said, I started doing that, and a lot of people liked them, a lot of people thought they were fun, but I started seeing a lot of people doing the Let's Play thing, and I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I got into thinking that, you know, as someone who does Let's Plays, we're really asking our viewers for a lot, and what I mean is that I mean, myself, and there's plenty of others that do 3 and 4 videos a day for 5 to 7 days a week. And I mean, we're expecting that every single viewer is going to just sit there and watch us and listen to us go on about nonsense for, you know, a couple of hours a day. And I mean, that's asking a little bit much. And I found that, you know, watching my own Let's Plays never happened because I actually never enjoyed watching my Let's Plays. I didn't feel entertained when I was watching anything. And I found myself going back to actually watch more of my reviews, especially the one with United Retro Gamers for Wizards and Warriors 3, which has probably been the best review I've ever done, really, in my opinion. Another thing that I did do on my channel was game collecting. I was always a game collector since I started playing video games, for the fact that I've always believed, and I don't know why, but ever since I was, like, what, since I got my Atari? I was collecting since then, and for some reason, since I had my Atari 2600, I've had the belief and the thought that if you get a game, it's almost like you treat it like a pet. Like, you don't just get rid of something because you've had your fun with it and then you're done with, you know, you don't just get a dog and say, oh, I'm just going to play with it for a couple of years, and then when I'm just bored, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to give it away to somebody else. Instead of doing that, you know, with dogs, people do that with games, and I just felt that, like, if you get a game, it's going to give you that nostalgia. It's going to remind you of, you know, playing on a Friday night after school, but I've always had the thought that, you know, you shouldn't get rid of games. You should keep them. You have that nostalgia from them. You played them for a reason. You know, you might have, you know, as an example, you might have played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, sure, it's a crappy game for the most part, but maybe you played the crap out of that for months and months and months on end until you finally finished it as a kid, and you felt proud of yourself for actually finishing it. But yeah, I used to do some collecting videos on this channel, and I kind of went away from that, and I've been missing out on lots and lots of great retro games, and a huge collector community that I'm so blown away by how big the collector community is that I'm intimidated to even go out there and, like, you know, talk to some of them, just because I don't want to, you know, say anything that's wrong, or because a lot of these people know their shit about the games as well. Like, they know all the different variants. They know, like, the years these things came out, who was the, you know, the programmers on it, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm still kind of in that range where I'm just kind of still learning about different things at the same time, because of my location. I've got probably one of the worst locations right now. I live in Newfoundland, Canada. Do yourself a favor, if you don't know where it is, go look it up. It's an island off the east coast of Canada. And needless to say, if you think eBay's bad, move here. Here is eBay. No one uses Rarity Guide. Everyone just goes straight to eBay. Everything is at least double of what they're actually worth. It's bad. Now, don't get me wrong, Newfoundland is, you know, still a great spot or whatever. It's just, it's around where I'm living right now, here on what's called the Avalon. It's very hard to find any games at a decent price, fairly priced, I guess I should say. there are road trips planned. We're going to be going to different parts of Newfoundland to do some game hunting, and I don't know what I'm going to even title that. I'd like to change the name of my I guess my collection series, because I've been calling it like Collection Builder the entire time, but it seems awfully like something a 4-year-old would would probably call it or something. And we're also planning on going outside of Newfoundland as well, so we'll be able to take a vacation sometime this year, and we're thinking about just getting a car, or our own car probably, all depends. But we're going to take a vehicle more or less, and we're going to go just drive and game hunt the entire time, and just do that for pretty much a week straight, so, or maybe a little long, maybe 2 weeks, but either way, it's going to be an adventure, so that's something I guess kind of to look forward to, but I'm hoping that I can do some game collecting. I'm sure there's lots of people out there on YouTube from the collectors community that might be able to help me find some, even just some of the common stuff. But what I'm saying is, I was a collector, or I am a collector, and I'm kind of getting back into doing that. I've already went out and collected some stuff again recently. I'm sure there you go, you can see it right here. I did get a new N64 recently, boxed and complete, so I'm pretty happy about that. As for the channel itself, like I said, I'm going to be stripping it down. What I meant by that is that there's going to be 2 series, a podcast, and well, the collecting videos. So the 2 series themselves are going to kind of reflect from each other, and who I am and what kind of gaming style I enjoy and like, and that kind of thing. Those series are Old World Gaming, which is basically me reviewing old retro games, and New World Gaming, which is me reviewing retro-styled indie games. I'm sure a lot of you have seen me play a lot of the indie games recently, and I do like indie gaming. It's very easy and accessible, and there's a lot of fucking awesome games coming out. There's so many good games coming out from great developers, and I've become friends with several of these developers. They're very nice people, and they've given me opportunities to play their games, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So like I said, I want to bring a main focus to the channel of retro gaming, because that's what I like and that's what I'm all about. There still will be Let's Plays and stuff. Let's Plays will be done, well, cooperative gaming. I do lots of that. I'll do lots of multiplayer gaming. I like hanging out with people, I like socializing, I like talking to people. So any cooperative gaming that I'll be doing is going to be going on the OWGMC channel. From time to time, I will be doing Let's Plays, solo Let's Plays, on Much Game Guides. I've been with them for a little while now, and honestly, I believe I owe it to them to make more effort within the group, and at the very least in the form of Let's Plays. Basically, with these reviews, once I'm actually finished an entire game, it will be fully recorded, obviously. I've been wanting to increase the list of actual games that I've finished. There's lots of, uncommon, unique, underplayed games out there that, some of us have probably never played. Or, I'm sure there's games out there that have rarely been touched, even in a review. But yeah, once I pretty much finish a game, that's when I can start working on, a script for it, and putting together some live video as well as, the gaming video of it. And I think I'm going to have a lot more fun with it. I've been wanting to get back into sitting down on the couch and actually playing games there, as opposed to sitting in this computer chair and, clickety-clack, or, holding the PlayStation 3 controller. Because it's just, it doesn't, the PlayStation 3 doesn't give me nostalgia. The NES controller, the SNES controller, the Sega Genesis controller, they're the controllers that give me the most nostalgia, so I need to get back to playing those. My core gaming, I guess, is what I need to get back into, so I want to focus on this new retro gaming on my channel, and just retro gaming reviews. Like I said, the reviews of retro games, or reviews of retro styled indie games, the podcast, and of course game collecting. Jesus, I can't believe I forgot about that already. As for the podcast, we're even going to we're going to be changing that. If you've noticed, the past week and this week as well, we haven't released any new podcasts, and there's been reason for that. That being that I wanted to change it up. I kind of wanted to move away from the AAA title type stuff and news, and bring more focus, obviously, onto the indie games and like retro-style indie games, and just retro gaming topics, I guess, as well. So that's pretty much it for that. Now, the only other thing I'm going to pretty much get to right now is for old world gaming. I do have 2 games already planned and lined up that I want to do. The first being DuckTales, the other one being Mr. Gimmick. Yes, I know, Pat the NES Punk covered it, but mine's going to be different. I'm not Pat. So, I'm going to be reviewing those very soon, but I would like to put out the first video on Christmas, and I would like your help. Doesn't matter if there's a consensus or not. I just want you to basically just say any type of retro game for a console. Preferably a console that I either have or can easily emulate if I have to. Like, I don't have a TurboGrafx 16 yet, but I am working on that. It's the same thing as Atari, but you never know. Christmas is coming. I could get either one of those consoles, or I could get anything, really. But I do have DuckTales and Mr. Gimmick planned already, but I would like to have a different game picked and ready to go for the first episode on Christmas Day. I'm going to be doing the same thing for New World Gaming as well. If there's a retro-styled indie game that you'd like to see me do sometime, do a review for, leave it in the comment below so that way I can have, your opinion. As for the New World Gaming, I also have 2 games planned out for that as well. First being Fistful of Gun, the second being Battle Block Theater. Now, the thing about Battle Block Theater and, games like Castle Crashers is that they have a retro feel, but the graphics are still more, like, drawn. It would be more along the lines of... I don't even know where to go with that. I was gonna say, like, maybe 64 or something like that, but no, it's... Well, I mean, it's computer gaming, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyways, what I'm saying is that it still has a retro feel for me, so... but I would like to have your suggestions for Old World Gaming, New World Gaming. Which games would you like to see me do? That's more or less what I'm going to be doing with my channel. There's going to be a huge art update. All the banners across all the channels are going to be changed. The avatars are all going to be changed for the most part. For social media, everything is going to be all linked together. Same avatar, change banners. Everything's going to be more new, more or less. So be prepared for that. And if you are not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with people. Let them know that I'm getting back into retro gaming and game collecting. And if anybody out there from the collecting community is watching, leave a comment or something, please. I would love to meet more of you. I'm not too shy. At first, I kind of am a little bit, but when I get to know you, I'm not shy at all. So, but anyways, yeah. Again, follow me on Facebook. If you ever need new updates, Facebook or Twitter are the 2 places where I always have those windows open, and they're always on my phone, open and ready to go as well. So, if you need to get a hold of me, or if there's any new update that I put up, you're going to find me on that social media. So. Last thing to plug, because I might as well, it's the end of the video. Patreon. I'm on Patreon. That's going to be changing all soon. The system on it, the bio, everything's going to be changing on there. I only have one patron. He's really one of the most awesome guys that I know. He talks to me on a regular basis on Facebook. I owe him a Black Bass video, which I was playing, and then I got really mad at a pike and stopped. And that's all I'm going to say about that, Jack, so don't ask me about it, because you're not going to see anything, no. You're going to get just the pike and me catching him. I'm not giving you any of this not catching a pike, because they can piss me off sometimes. So, as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Stephen the Old World Gamer, and hopefully you guys like the new changes that are going to be coming. Please let me know what you think. See ya.